Hi there. Alexa, what day is it?
It's Wednesday, the 1st of October. You'd better go to the Lego store to buy some Christmas Lego.
So I'm at Westquay Shopping Centre in Southampton. It's a work day, so I've had to come after work, and it's... What time is it? It is 6:15 in the evening. But we're going to head on down there towards the Lego store and see if they've got the Christmas sets in or whether they've sold out. Now, I come here a lot, but I've just discovered that Westquay have now employed robot cleaners. So the window display is split between gamers and Halloween. So on the gamers side, first of all, we've got some Minecraft sets. In the middle display, we've got the Team Sonic Command Truck, that awesome Game Boy set, and some Animal Crossing. And then in the last display case, we've got Fortnite. So we've got the massive Mecha Team Leader. It's not a set I'm after, but I really do want that minifig. And then next to that, we've got the Durburger set. Then over on the Halloween side, we've got some Wednesday sets. Next to them, we've got the Stranger Things Brickheads and the Gizmo. Then down below that, we've got the awesome 3-in-1 Creator Haunted Mansion. That's the set I bought as soon as it came out. And we've got the alternative builds as well. We've got the train and also the pirate ship. And first up, there is a Christmas tree, and it looks like they've got one left. And the next set I came to get was the upscale Santa Claus, but guess who has bought the last one? It's my good friend Ian Spriggs. So I'll have to get them at a later date.
Not sorry.
Not sorry. Thanks, Ian.
Cheers.
So if I can't buy the upscaled Santa, I'll have to buy the regular sized one with his gingerbread house instead. And the other set I'm thinking of going for is the City Advent Calendar. That's for just one reason, and that's because this minifig here happens to have a Christmas jumper with a classic space logo on it. Now, to me, this is called the Black Pearl, but apparently it's called Jack Sparrow's pirate ship. And I've only ever seen pictures for it, and they've actually got one in the flesh here, and it does look as amazing as it does in the pictures. I'm very tempted, but it's definitely not a purchase for today. And they've got a nice little display of the Christmas tree set, also with the new holiday train just in front. And this is an interesting set because it's the first one to ever have a 3D printed element in it. And that's this little tiny toy train down the bottom here. So that's one set I'm probably going to get at some point, not sure if I'm going to get it today though. And of course the biggest release today is the new Death Star set. And it does look awesome. I don't really collect that much Star Wars Lego these days, but it's an incredibly detailed set, but it's got an incredible price tag too. And in this display case, taunting me, is one of those wonderful upscaled Santas. One of the staff members has just told me they're now on back order on Lego.com, and it's saying shipping will occur in 60 days' time. That's almost up to Christmas itself. So back home now, and even though they didn't have that upscaled Santa figure, it wasn't a wasted journey. But before I open up some of the sets I bought and pull out the important parts that I bought them for, as always, a quick shout out to all my channel members. Thank you so much for your support, and if you'd like to be a channel member and get your name on a brick in my videos, you can click the join button below this video or the link in the description and find out how. But on to those important Lego parts. And first of all, I got a gift with purchase, which I wasn't expecting. It's the 1st of October, so we're in Halloween month, and this is a new Halloween set, and it's got a light brick inside, so I'm quite interested to see how this works. It obviously lights up the ghostie's mouth and 2 eyes, so interesting to build that one and see what it looks like. Now, in the minifig Jez household, we love anything Christmas, so I definitely had to buy the new gingerbread house. And the thing that's different to any of the other gingerbread houses Lego have made before is that this one is hinged down the middle, so you can have it open up like this and have it just as a facade with a double width, or you can close it up and make an enclosed house. And on the back there you can see a better picture of it closed up, and also a nice picture of all the interiors. And I really like the use of the 1x1 transparent coloured bricks for stained glass windows. Now, I said I was buying this because the upscaled Santa was sold out. However, when I was checking out, I found out that all is not lost. The Southampton store are getting 24 more of the upscaled version tomorrow, so I'm going to pop back tomorrow evening after work and grab one of those. And hopefully they won't have sold out of all of those by the time I get there. And I've already had a text from Ian's Bricks apologising for buying the last one just before I got to the store. But no need to feel bad, Ian, I'm getting one tomorrow. So next day, Jez here, it's now Thursday evening, and I've just been back at the Lego store, and there he is. I've got my brand new Lego upscaled Santa. And if you're a regular viewer to my channel, this will be a very familiar sight to you. It's all 15 colours of Spaceman that Lego have ever produced. And the reason that I wanted to buy that huge Christmas tree set is that we are getting a new colour of helmet and a new colour of air tanks in it. And that colour is green. But Jez, I hear you cry, we've already got green. And yes, you're right, we do have a green, but not the same green that's in this set. In the original Everyone is Awesome set, we got a minifigure in a completely different green, and that's this one. And if we compare the two, you can actually see that they really are two quite different green colours. Now, the family Christmas tree set is one that the whole of my family did want to get for this Christmas. But as you can see, it is an absolutely mammoth set with 3,171 pieces. But the important thing is that this is a build-together set, so you can separate out in different parts, and different members of the family can build a different section each. So I won't be building that this evening, it'll happen later on at a weekend nearer Christmas. But what I am going to do this evening is open it up and get out that all-important minifigure. Now, LEGO have made the box for this set slightly differently, in that it's fairly sturdy. Once the whole set is built, you can take it apart into several pieces and pack it away into this box ready between Christmas to Christmas, which means you don't have to take the entire 3,000 pieces apart. You can just break it down into a few elements and then put it back together the following Christmas. But there are a lot of bags in here, and the only thing to do is rifle down and find the instructions. Now we'll open these up and find out what bag the minifig's in. Now there's a total of 6 instruction books, as well as a guide explaining how the elements go together and come apart for storage. There's a huge sticker sheet with some wonderfully ornate and detailed stickers, but I can see that the Spaceman is in this book. And this book covers bags 5 to 9, and you can see that our classic Spaceman, or rather Space Kid, is in bag 8. So time to go rummaging. And there it is. It's also a bit weird to see that the entire set is in plastic bags, yet some of the bags have the smaller bags inside them as the new paper bags. But anyway, I'm digressing. Let's get back to bag 8. So here we have bag 8, and if I flip it over, there we can see the important helmet and the air tanks, and also that lovely Christmas jumper torso. So there we have all the parts we need to build our new minifigure. We're going to put him together as he's meant to be to start with. So we've got his legs and torso, then we need those new green air tanks, pop his head on, and then his helmet on top. And there's that new coloured air tanks and helmet up close, and of course that really cool classic space Christmas jumper. Now every time this happens and a new part is released, they start going for silly money on Bricklink. The most recent light blue air tanks are horrifically priced on Bricklink, and even the dark blue helmet and air tanks, even though they were in a considerably cheaper set, haven't come down in price that much yet. Now these are slightly different in that we've got the new coloured air tanks and helmet, however we haven't actually got a Spaceman torso to put them on. The best we can do so far is to put it on the original Everyone is Awesome minifig with a classic face. So armed with a classic smiley face, and even though he's only been together a few minutes, we're going to take them apart and put them back together again. So if we get rid of those air tanks, we'll put his face back on, and just so he's not sad, we'll give him some hair, and he's got some minifig Jez hair there. And then we're going to pop off this hair and head, like that. And then we've got new air tanks, classic smiley face, and new helmet. So we've nearly got a Spaceman, he just doesn't have a logo on his chest yet. And who knows when LEGO's going to decide to release a green torso with a space logo. Now unfortunately this is quite an exclusive club to join, and the minimum requirement is a uniform to turn up for work in. And at the moment he doesn't have one. And I've got 2 questions for you this week. One will come a little bit later on, but the first is, should I add this guy to the display even though he doesn't have a classic space logo on his torso? Or should I wait until LEGO produce a green torso to add him to the collection? After all, the light blue guy did get in and he doesn't have a space helmet. And the next question is to do with this classic space Christmas jumper. But before I can ask it, we need to open up this LEGO City Advent Calendar. And like I said in the shop, this set also has a minifigure with a classic space Christmas jumper. And yes, I know it's not December yet, and I know that Mrs. Minifig Jez will give me a severe telling off if she found out that I was opening an Advent Calendar early, but I don't have time to open all these doors, so I'm going to open it the cheats way. And as soon as I pulled the tray out, it was really easy to spot. You can see it's up here on the top row. But just in case you get this for yourself at Christmas, I'm not going to tell you what number door that was behind. So we're going to quickly pop her together. We've got the legs and then the torso. And then the head on the torso. Head, shoulders, knees and toes. There we go. And then hair. Well, it's a massive hair piece. Which way does it go? That way? Can't tell. Oh, it goes on that way. There we go. Huge hair. And And then we're going to get her to hold her brand new Christmas present. Looks like a Squishmallow alien. We can get her to hold it like that. There we go. So we've got another Christmas jumper. And having these two classic space Christmas jumpers gave me an idea. Which brings me on to my second question. Nearer to Christmas, what do we think about doing a Christmas jumper special of Every Spaceman is Awesome? Now, LEGO have made lots of Christmas jumper torsos, mainly in the advent calendars. We've got Star Wars ones, Marvel, Harry Potter, and of course LEGO City. And I wonder how many different coloured Christmas jumper torsos I could find for all these spacemen. And Darth Vader likes the idea so much he's even turned up in his Christmas jumper. But sorry Darth, I know you're from a classic space film, but classic spacemen only in this display. So some new classic space parts in this week's video. And like I said, let me know your thoughts in the comments about whether this green guy should be in on the display, and if we should do a Christmas special. But for now, we're back to all classic space torsos, and these three guys are segregated off on their own until maybe a future video. As always, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you'd like to get your name and a brick in my videos, click the join button below or the link in the description and you'll find out how. If you've liked this video, please do give it a thumbs up, it really helps the channel out. But of course, if you haven't done so already, make sure you subscribe for more LEGO videos.